It's just the hump. Hump with the S.
Come on up, Mr. Dean.
50,000? So this company's from Indiana, correct?
New York.
New York?
Yes.
Okay.
They're sole source. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bryan. Next item.
Item number 6 is ordinance rezoning 10.65 acres located at the southernmost end of Larkin Lane from an R60M to an R50 zoning district.
Mr. Bryan.
Yeah, I think we've got that worked out. I talked to their attorney today, and I think we've worked with them, and I think we have a compromise. We will queue the property, so it'll be cul-de-sac on both ends and won't connect any other joining property, and we'll go R50 on it.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Next item.
Item 7, ordinance rezoning 75 acres located on the south side of Selma Highway, approximately 1,800 feet west of Felder Road from an AGR1 to an M1.
All right, Ms. Riley, we carried this over, so where we at?
We'll talk about it in regular session. Is that okay with you, President?
Okay, you ready to move? All right, next item.
Item 8, review of Cooley Social Club, 930 Grove Street.
Ms. Johnson?
See them at the regular scheduled meeting.
All right, what, regular schedule meeting?
Yeah, the actual council session. You know.
It's hot outside.
Okay, next item.
Ordinance suspending rules of procedure, ordinance number 51-2025, section 2, to change times of December 16th, 2025, council meeting and work session.
Okay, Council, I sent you guys an email on there earlier during the week. That is the night of the bowl game, so we want to move that meeting. It's on a Tuesday night, yes. We want to move that meeting for earlier time to get us out to participate in the ball game.
Mr. President,
Mr. Mitchell?
Ms. Blaylock told me not to suspend the rules until we look at moving the city council meeting
What
regularly.
stuff we got on here on District 6 tonight?
Oh, God.
All right, okay, we'll vote on that. And what I was looking at, Council, to get us in earlier, and I know we have work schedules, I don't know if you'll be out, 10 o'clock meeting and 11 o'clock regular meeting. 10 o'clock work session, 11 o'clock meeting. All right.
Good.
Item 10, resolution appointing Alice Novak as temporary museum director.
Right.
All right. Any questions on item 10?
I don't think so.
All right. You're not going to suspend the rules on that one. Next item.
Item 11, application for a conference center by Marnita Palmer Wright, DBA Hidden Gem, 3758 Norman Bridge Road.
All right, Mr. Szymanski.
Bob?
Hey, this application has come about as a result of a cease and desist order that we issued to them. We understand they've been conducting business.
Do you know what are they conducting? I believe they said it was for dance tryouts,
But there's no license.
baby showers. I know, but I'm just saying, is this a conference center or is this a club?
Is this Hidden Gem?
Hang on a sec.
I ain't got no license.
It's a dance team auditions, practice, professional and personal meetings and trainings.
That's what they're telling you they're doing?
That's what they're
Like
applying
I
for.
said, no license, but they've been
They've
doing
been operating
business.
without a license. Okay. We're not going to vote on this one tonight. I'm going to have to talk to them. I haven't had a chance to talk to them about it yet.
Okay.
But that's good to know.
All right. Next item.
Item 12, application for a business license by Linnell Light, DBA Taste Tour Experience, Pike Road, Alabama.
Bob, why are we voting on something that's in Pike Road?
Pardon me?
Number 12.
Okay. Pike Road, Taste Tour Experience. Doing business in the city of Montgomery, perhaps?
Charter bus, we vote on charter bus.
Oh, it's a charter bus. Okay, what's the address in Pike Road?
Okay, that's mailing address.
All right, cool. All right.
Okay.
So we get the taxes. All right, next item.
Item 13, application for a restaurant retail liquor license by Boyd's 313 Restaurant and Lounge, Inc., DBA Boyd's 313 Eastdale Mall, Unit F13.
Amy, we're gonna carry that over. We'll hear from them. We're gonna carry that over because I got an email from the director of the mall the other day with kids and guns and all that, and until we sort that out, I don't think we ought to be opening any lounges that's gonna stay open in there if they're having those kind of problems.
All right, so we'll have a public hearing on that item at today's meeting, and then we'll do the will of the council. Now, Mr. Grimes, I know I received some emails about, and I know the council probably, on Eastdale Mall security and the things that's going on, and I've been reading those. At some point, the mall have to take action for what they're doing. I agree. And with the parking lot, what they were talking about, MPD, I don't see where we can go out there and police the parking lot.
Mr. President, I totally agree, but I don't know that I let them put another tenant in there with those problems. We want to put a tenant in there with those problems.
Okay.
They need to clear their act up, I think. They want to rent space.
Okay. It is. All right, next item.
Item 14, application for a lounge retail liquor Class 2 package license by East Boulevard 7 LLC, DBA Payless Tobacco and Beverage, 720 Eastern Boulevard, Suite B.
All right, Mr. Grimes.
We're going to carry this over. I'll get with him in the surrounding neighborhood, and we'll get with him the next 2 weeks. We'll carry this over.
All right.
Item 15 has been withdrawn.
All right, next item.
Item 16, application for a manufacturer liquor license by Diageo Americas Supply, Inc., DBA Diageo, 7000 Celebration Way, Hope Hall.
All right. This will be a public hearing. Ms. Riley. I mean, we discussed that, so.
Yes, they're here. If they want to speak, they can come and speak. I don't have a problem. They're here at this time.
They're going to have to speak in the regular meeting.
Okay.
I want to see when we get to tour.
All right.
Tour.
Item 17.
Item 17, application for retail beer and retail table wine off premises only by VP 91 ALLC, DBA Quick Shop 120, 565 Northeastern Boulevard.
All right.
We'll just discuss this during the regular meeting, please. I'm waiting on a phone call.
Say again.
I'm waiting. We'll discuss it in the regular meeting.
Okay, we'll have a public hearing on the regular meeting. Y'all gonna start talking about it in the work session so we know what we're doing. All right, next item.
Item 18, application for a special retail more than 30 days liquor license by MDJ Tipping Point LLC, DBA Tipping Point 5015 Hempstead Street, High Street.
Okay. All right. That's item 8. Mr. Pruitt will be here during that time. I don't see an issue with that. We'll have a public hearing. We'll vote on it.
Okay. Item 19, resolution appointing Angela Hurst to the Board of Trustees, Montgomery City County Public Library by Councillor Calhoun, replacing Kenya Calhoun.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
20. Are you ready for 20?
We good.
Okay.
Rest of it, we good. 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, we good on 2021. All right, any council have anything else before we go into our public communication?
Mr. President,
Mr. Mitchell?
and I just want to make sure that we're clear because we have brought so many club owners, so many business owners up here due to what happens in a parking lot, and we have either closed them or we have, put stipulations on them not being able to control the parking lot. Now we're saying that I just want to make sure that we're clear on what we're saying when it comes to the parking lot. I did have a business that reached out to me. I did ask them to do everything that was mentioned, put up signs, but they want to be reinsured that if something do happen in the parking lot, that the police will actively respond to people loitering in the parking lot, and they're asked to leave, and they're not leaving. Also, they have an issue with these individuals setting up these food trucks or these tents selling food in these parking lots. So, Mr. President, I want to make sure that we address it, because we did have one incident. Young lady was in the parking lot, was innocently shot. So, like I said, I'm getting those calls. I think they did something on the news here recently, showing that their windows are shot up. So I just want to make sure that I bring it to the public's and the council and the mayor's attention.
Okay. Now, you had a two-part question. One is about people setting up tents and doing food trucks.
Yes, sir.
I think that would be business license. So anyone from business license would like to address that? Ms. Beville, you smiling? You want to send somebody into place? All right, got you. Ray Reader cracking jokes during the meeting. All right. Did you hear his question?
Okay, can you repeat it again?
Bill, it's a real big issue throughout the city of Montgomery. These food trucks are setting up. I know they're setting up on private property, but the owners of these different businesses are calling me complaining due to the traffic and due to the number of people that's outside in the parking lot. And a lot of my constituents think that them that's causing all this noise and all this racket, and sometimes they're not even open. So they ask me, what can be done about these people that's setting up tents and setting up food trucks in these parking lots?
What we can do is maybe have MPD, if it's after hours, can go and visit them about the food trucks out there in the parking lot, check for licenses. Usually there's restrictions on where they can be and whatnot.
Okay.
Mr. President,
Mr. Bryan?
can we not get on some of these trouble areas, right, Mr. Mitchell? I agree with you. There are probably got in my neighborhood. I think we all have them. Can we not throw the blame on the owner of the parking lot and just say, hey, they need to put up signs so we can run them out? I mean, because I had one that went to talk to him a while back and said, I have permission. Well, he run that down and he didn't have permission. But my point is, if they put some sign, no loitering, nothing else in the parking lot, when MP goes by, I would think they could run them out without or they have to have something that they've got permission to be there. Am I overthinking this?
Chief Grable? Good afternoon, sir. Did you hear the question?
I did.
And I think you addressed this a while back. You know, on
We
private
will-
property, you got to have signs to say no trespassing.
You want to have the signs up there, but at the same time, to give us the teeth, one thing the owners have to do, okay, is they have to make sure that they're asking people to leave, and then when they refuse to leave, that they're willing to sign warrants on those individuals so we can take custody of them.
All right.
Mr. President, Mr.
Mr.
Bob,
Bryan?
didn't we,
Hold on, Mr. Brown had a question, a follow-up question, then I come back to you, Ms. Beard. Go ahead.
Well, I was got to, Chief, what if it's 11 o'clock at night and the property owners are not around? That's when a lot of this is happening, 11, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning.
Well, we will reach out to them, I mean, if we have a situation, but they need to be willing to respond on that to assist us. Because one of the things about it is that we can ask people to leave, okay, even in reference to those signs, but the teeth or the iron behind that ask is the fact that you have a property owner who's willing to sign a warrant on that individual when we come into contact with them and they're refusing to leave. So a property owner needs, you know, now if the property owner themselves can't do it, they can have an agent who's acting on their behalf, like a property manager, a business manager, somebody who is acting on behalf of that property who can sign that warrant. That's an incredibly important piece to running people off. We can ask people to leave, but a lot of times if we're going to prosecute somebody for illegally standing by on private property, you have to have a representative of that private property to prosecute or press the charges.
All right. Any other questions?
yes, Mr. President.
Ms. Beard?
Bob, correct me if I'm wrong here. I know that we were posting some signs where food trucks could park. could we not put signs in those parking lots saying that those food trucks are not allowed in those parking lots, Aronde? I mean, wouldn't that help some? I mean,
That's private property.
But I guess it goes back to Ms. Beard, Councilor Beard's point, but if they don't have a business license, we shouldn't have to get the owners to tell them that they have to leave if they do not have a City of Montgomery business license. That's my issue, because I see some of these guys with tents. And I know if they got a tent, that they do not have no business license, because they don't even have water, they don't have anything. Right. So I want to make sure, I understand about people just in their cars in the parking lot, I understand it. But when I go by Toys R Us and I see 5 or 6 food trucks in the parking lot, if I ride by the boulevard, I see somebody with a barbecue grill that's selling food, I don't think we have to have, Stacey, am I wrong? I don't think that we have to have the owner's permission if they are doing business. Right. If they're selling, we shouldn't have to have the owner's permission to ask them to leave. Because they are gathering because they are selling food and playing music. So that's the issue that I'm talking about. I know we can't do anything about a group of guys just sitting in their car playing music. I'm more concerned about those guys and those people in those food trucks that shouldn't be there and that's making money off the City of Montgomery but is not paying anything to the City of Montgomery.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Are you witnessing the food trucks in the parking lot during the day? Are you seeing this at night?
Well, on Saturdays, Friday and Saturday, all the time, Bob.
Okay.
Yeah, they pretty much are. I started taking pictures and emailing so we can see what time they're out there. But if you go right by Toys R Us, right there, you go by Toys R Us about 5 or 6 o'clock. Well, starting at, I think, 2:30 on Fridays, Toys R Us have 3 or 4 food trucks out there.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Somebody else is moving in.
All right. Okay, council, we have 2 other items that we will address in the regular council meeting. Is an amendment on the SOGO properties that we talked about 2 weeks ago, where we want to extend the period from 10 years to 20 years on the abatement, but non-educational property taxes will be given on that, and another ordinance that we passed out in your boxes on the clawback on some property in district downtown. So we'll discuss those if you got any questions about it now, or we can discuss them in the regular meeting.
None on those, Mr. President, but I wanted to go back, if that's okay, for the food truck discussion. I know during session I made mention of some bills that would impact different cities. The SSUT was one, and I talked about business licensing being another one. So I just pulled it just so you all can have for reference. House Bill 2844, it was passed and it'll take effect July 1st, 2026. That is going to propose 1 statewide permit and inspection and a license so food trucks can operate in any public area within the state of Alabama. So this is something that all cities are fighting for, and it's going to take us as a council to come together and collaborate to go to our delegation to speak about how this bill is impacting us and what the taxes will look like and the funds that will come back into the city, and if there even is any. Because the state is taking this over as something that they'll do, and they're doing it a lot with business licensing. And so these are the things that are happening at the State House, and these are the things that we have to discuss and stay aware of. And in the next session, this should be something we should be talking about that are happening in the next session on how we can get our delegation to support us and any other delegation within the state on how this is affecting municipalities, and this should not be a statewide issue.
Mr. President, Ms. Johnson, that's a great point. The only problem, these parking lots is not public area, that's private property, so that doesn't, they can't just pull into private property and start doing that, or shouldn't do that anyway.
Shouldn't.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Brown, any other questions, comments? All right, work session is adjourned.